Hello, good morning students. Yesterday we have completed the introduction of is matter around us pure. Now today I will tell you about the metals, non-metals and metalloids. We have done the flow chart. You can see here. I have completed the flow chart here. This is a book 1. I have completed the flow chart. This one, the matter is pure substance and impure substances. Pure substances, elements and compounds, elements 3 type, metals, non-metals and metalloids. Okay, so now we are talking about metals, non-metals and metalloids. Fine. Now I am explaining it from the book. Those students who are not having a book, they can take the help of these things and they can make their own notes. Okay, so on the basis of the properties, all the elements can be divided into 3 groups. One is metal, second is non-metal and third is metalloids. Now the meaning, what is the meaning of the metals? Okay, so listen to me very carefully. I am explaining to you metal. The opposite of the metal is a non-metal. So non-metal you can do by yourself and metals I am explaining to you. Okay, a metal is an element that is malleable and ductile and conduct electricity. Okay, here the two words is coming. One is malleable and second is ductile. So beta, what is the meaning of the malleable here? We have taken an aluminium sheet, okay, which is very thick. Now I have beaten that sheet with a hammer. It become thin, but it cannot be break. Okay, when we are using an aluminium foil, that aluminium foil is also made by malleable metals. Means we are beating it this much. By beating only, it can be changed into a malleable metals. Now next is ductile. Ductile meaning, what is the meaning of the ductile here? Ductile mean to a wire we have taken, that wire we are stretching. The stretching second name we can say as drawn or stretching. Means if it is if its size is square shape, circle shape, any shape. But when we are stretching, it changes the shape and it change into the wire shape. That was the ductile. So here metals are saying it is of two, malleable and ductile, it's coming, and conduct electricity. They conduct the electricity also, that is known as the metals. So there are the various examples of metals such as iron, copper, aluminium, zinc, silver, gold, platinum, chromium. Many are there. You can write it. Okay. I am thinking that it is visible to you. You can see it very nicely. Now one is properties of metals. What are those properties of metal? First, metals are malleable. That I tell you right now only. That aluminium can be beaten into thin sheets. But when metals can be beaten with a hammer to form a thin sheets called malleable. Okay. But when we are beating, these sheets cannot be break. Okay. These sheets cannot be break. That is known as malleable. Various examples are there like gold and silver metals are the best malleable. Malleability is important characteristics properties of metal. Aluminium foil are also used for packing food items like biscuits, chocolates, medicines and cigarette. This you understood now? Malleable. Second, ductile. I said to you about wire and drawn. Same thing condition coming here. The metal can be drawn or stretched into the wires. Okay, stretch na. Gold and silver are among the best ductile metal. There are various other examples also. You will go this paragraph and you can write it in your copy with the examples also. Next is metals can conduct heat and electricity. For an example, you all have seen a wire. On a wire upside, plastic coating is there. If plastic coating is not there, is we can touch the wire? No, we cannot touch the wire. If we can touch the wire, it means we got an electric shock. We got it na? So what they want to say? They want to say metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. If only metal is there, metal wire is there, means it conduct electricity and heat. Okay, so in this one they are saying which is the best and which is the worst. These things you have to learn it and have to write it in copy also. Like for an example, 1 marks question will come like which is the best conductor of heat. Then you can say silver is the best conductor of heat. Copper and aluminium metals are also very good conductor of heat. Cooking utensils and water boilers are made up of copper and aluminium because they are very good conductor of heat. For an example, we are taking as aluminium. Aluminium all having a cooker at their home. they are made up of aluminium. Okay, if it is made up of plastic and when we are putting on a gas, they will not melt, they will melt surely. That's why these cookers and other things, aluminium and these things is made up of metal. Aluminium is coming in the variety of the metal. Fine. Metals are lustrous. Lustrous means shining. For an example, gold, silver we have taken. Chamak. In Hindi we said as chamak. Metals are lustrous. Metals are generally hard except some. Metals are it is easy for us to break the metal? No, it is not easy. But only two metals are there which we can break, that is sodium and potassium. And we can cut it with a knife. Here you can see sodium and potassium. Okay, sodium we are putting in a kerosene oil. We cannot put it like that. We are putting in a kerosene oil. And when we have to do the test of sodium, this sodium we are taken from the tong. Tong means any spoon or tong. Next we are talking that metals are generally hard. Sodium and potassium we are putting in a kerosene oil, and it is very soft. We can cut it with a knife also. Next is metals are usually strong. They have high tensile strength. What is the meaning of this? Let's see here. This means that metals can hold large weight without breaking. Means it can hold a large weight. And for an example, it is using in the construction of bridges, buildings, etc. Next is metals are solid at room temperature. Except mercury, all the metals are solid at the room temperature except mercury. Metals generally have high MP and VP, high melting and boiling point. These various melting and boiling point you can learn it. Iron high melting point. Iron is the highest melting point, 1535 degrees Celsius. This, what is the meaning of this degree Celsius? This means that solid iron metal and turn into liquid iron on heating to a high temperature. Means this solid iron can change into the liquid iron when we are heating at this much temperature, 1535 degrees Celsius. Okay. Metals have high densities. High densities means having a high weight. Okay. This means that metals are heavy substances. Density of iron metal is 78 grams centimeter cube, which is quite high. Means they are having a high weight. As a word came about the densities, it is a high weight. Metals are sonorous. Now, beta, as a word came here, sonorous, it means it is a sound. And which type of sound is a ringing sound? Okay. For an example, when two metals or when two vessels are strike together, sound is coming. Same conditions we are using in a metals. Okay, in a metals make a ringing sound when we strike them. It is due to the property of the sonorous. Metals usually having a silver or grey color, except copper and gold. Copper has a reddish brown color where gold has a yellow color. Understood these things? So these are the properties of the metals. Okay, again I am explaining to you one more review I am giving to you. Metals are malleable, metals are ductile, metals are good conductor of heat and electricity. Next is metals are lustrous, metals are generally hard, metals are usually strong, they have high tensile strength. Okay. Next, metals are solid at room temperature except mercury. Metal generally having high VP, MP. Metals having high density. Densities is depend on the weight. Metals are sonorous. Metals usually have silver or grey color. Now this fully thing is about the metals. Now opposite of it is the non-metal. Let's see here 1, 2, 3 points of the non-metals. Non-metals. A non-metal is an element that is neither malleable nor ductile and does not conduct electricity. It means it is the opposite of the metal. Neither having a malleable nor having a ductile, and it does not conduct electricity. These are the examples of it. Carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, helium, neon, argon, krypton. These are the these are allotropic forms of carbon. In this one we are using the allotropic forms of carbon, in which we can make a graphite, diamond and Buckminster. These things we can done. Now properties of metal. In a short I am telling, because in metals I have given a review long. So this is only opposite of the metals. First is they are non-malleable or brittle. Now beta see one thing. The word come here non-malleable, not malleable. Malleable means we are hammering it and it change into a thin sheet, but it cannot be break. Here brittle we are using. We can beating by a hammer into a thin sheet, but it can be break. In this one it cannot break, but in this one it can break. This is the only the difference is malleable and the brittle. Next is non-metals are not ductile, means they cannot be drawn into wires. They cannot conduct heat and electricity. Various examples are there, 1 marks examples. You can write these examples and copy. They are non-lustrous. They are non-lustrous means they are not having a shine. They are generally soft. They can easily cut with a knife. They are not strong. They have low tensile strength. Having low tensile strength, it means that non-metals can hold large weight, means they cannot hold a large amount of weight. Non-metals may solid, liquid or gases at room temperature. Non-metals comparatively low melting and boiling point. In that one it have metals having high MPVP. In this one they having a low MP and VP. And beta in this also some exceptional examples are given. That things you have to write it in your copy. Fine. Next is non-metals have low densities. Low density means they having a high light substances we are using, those not having a high weight. These are not sonorous, means no sound produced. They non-metals have many different colors. Different colors formation takes place, such as sulfur is yellow, phosphorus is white, and red, graphite is black, chlorine is yellowish green, bromine is red brown, whereas hydrogen, oxygen are colorless. So these are the properties of metals. After these things you can write down this thing in your copy, the differentiation of the metals and the non-metals. Understood? Now let's talk about this thing also. This one table also you can make it in your copy. Beta, again and again I am telling to you, I am giving the lecture from the book, because those students not having a book, they can write it from the book. Next is metalloids. Now what is the meaning of the metalloids? Metalloids means the elements which show property of metal and some other property of non-metal are called metalloid. Means is this metalloids are between. They show the property of metal also. They show the property of non-metal also. That is known as the metalloids. Metalloids examples are boron, silicon and germanium. These are the examples of the metalloids. Metalloids are very easy. Fine. After this we will do the mixtures. Okay. Mixtures means unpure substances. Mixtures is also of two types. One is homogeneous and second is heterogeneous. But this one topic we will do in the next week. Till here you can do in your copy and write it, and what the questions I am giving to you, those questions you also write it in your copy. Thank you and have a nice day.